nutrition, but the journey was not so smooth for me. So I have tried every diet under the sun. You name the dietitian, I have visited them. So but to it was very bad, I must say, because most of the diets were not sustainable. म्हणजे काहीतरी खूप हार्ड द्यायचे करायला, जे स्पेशल इंग्रेडियंट्स असतात, जे आपण रोज नाही खाऊ शकत किंवा रोज नाही बनवू शकत. मग कुठे बाहेर गेलं तर डाएट इज ब्रोकन. मग मेंटली सायकोलॉजिकली आपण असं म्हणतो की the diet is broken now, let's let it go for a toss. That I had that attitude. So after trying and testing so many dietitians, nutritionists, when I got done with my own studies, with my own degrees, so then I thought, this can't be it. There has to be something. And so then I started taking these sustainable measures. I started taking a sustainable diet, and that's how my transformation program has come into being. So it is years and years of trying, testing, error method. Means I have gone through it. It's not someone else's it's my own experience. So that has in a gist, that experience has been very helpful to me, of course. And so when I lost my weight with all these measures, मला असं वाटलं की अरे माझ्यासारखे अशी कितीतरी लोक असतील ज्यांना वेट लूज करायला अशा प्रॉब्लेम्स ना अशा प्रॉब्लेम्स फेस करत असतील ते लोक. So then I thought, it is a very good opportunity for me to help such people. And then I started, my own practice where I helped so many people. And I am so glad, because all the essence comes in when one of my clients tell me that, Nupuur, you have changed my life. And when they tell me that sab kha pi ke weight loss ho raha hai, because even they, like me, had tried everything, starving, fat diets, but nothing works. So in my professional opinion, this is the म्हणजे तुम्ही हे म्हणू शकता की मी एक समरी देते किंवा एका सेंटेन्स मध्ये मी तुम्हाला सांगते की हे जे कीटो असतं किंवा इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग असतं, इफ यू आर अ हेल्दी पर्सन, इफ यू डोंट हॅव एनी डिझीजेस, please don't go towards these, because not only your immunity goes low, your bone strength, bone health, joints, your hair. So when you want to look at a healthy person, don't just look at the weight, look at their skin quality, look at their hair quality. There is so much more to health. म्हणजे आपल्याला असं वाटतं रे हेल्दी पर्सन म्हणजे बारीक, पण तसं बिलकुल नसतं. So this is my journey in short. I mean, I hope you all have some motivation with it. So yeah,
I'm sure it's a lovely story. असं काहीतरी आपल्या घरच्यांकडनं आलं की how it just sticks to our mind, आणि तू ते मनावर घेऊन you could have had it another way. You could have just been very angry and sad about it, आणि आता मी अशीच आहे, and gone even more into the depths of feeling sorry for yourself. But you really looked at as that sentence as that could transform you into this person that you've become. But also post that, being able to become an athlete in an Ironman, there is so much of preparation and so much of mental strength, awareness, so much of commitment that is required, that you took it to another level completely. How was that journey from, becoming fit was one thing, but then to be able to become an athlete of that level is another kind of commitment to, your health, your time, to everything, because this has to become a priority in order to, participate in something like this.
So of course it is a lot of mental strength which is involved, but in my experience, when I lost 30 kg, so I was 90 kgs to be honest, and I lost 30. So I have stopped weighing myself now, because I have decided the weighing scale does not rule, or does not define me. But yeah, approximately 30 plus kgs. And when I lost that weight, I came to know that अरे हे तर किती सोपं आहे, म्हणजे जर मी करू शकते, माझ्यासारखी मुलगी एवढी लेझी. So I used to hate going to the gym, so anybody can do it. I mean, it's so simple. तर ते झालं, पण when I reached that level, then I thought ki अरे आता पुढे काय आहे, म्हणजे असं पुढे काहीतरी असणार. So then I started running. मग running मध्ये पण I was very bad in the beginning. Just last year when I joined my coach, who was I think at this platform just last week,
Yes,
Kaustubh Radkar, yeah, he's my coach. So then I met him. तर असं काही म्हणजे काहीतरी होत गेलं in my life. So I believe in your mind power also. If you want something, you will get ways and ते होत जात. तर मला असं माहित होतं की याच्या पुढे काहीतरी असणार. So I thought that and I just started running. Then I met my coach. When I met my coach, I didn't even have a bicycle. म्हणजे ज्या सायकलवर आपण आयर्नमॅन करतो, माझ्याकडे नव्हती ती सायकल. I just got it in August 2020. So I just started to get fast in running. म्हटलं बघूया तर काय म्हणजे काय सांगणार आहेत कोच आपण. But I don't know how these months passed from July to March, and how Kaustubh told me that I think you're ready now for it's not like एका दिवसात आपण काहीच करत नसतो, but what you do in your day. So whatever the coach has given, like you do that every day. So every day maybe you have a 30-minute run or a 40-minute run. मग पुढच्या next day you have something else. तर मी फक्त ते करत गेले. जे काही कोचनी सांगितलं, जे सगळं सांगितलं, सगळं करत गेले. And after a few months I was here. Means the body is so amazing. What I'm trying to tell you is not just mine, even yours, everybody. We all are the same species. So why I'm telling you this is because if I can do it, even you can do it. And all our bodies are amazing. If you tell or if you decide something and tell that to your body की नाही तुला हे करायचंच आहे किंवा मला हे पाहिजे, मला हे आयर्नमॅन करायचंय, things will start happening. Your body, your mind connection is very deeper than what I'm talking. Like there are books and books written on it. So things start happening. You start finding the motivation. But there is just one a trick to this, that you need to want it bad enough. There is where the mental strength which you were talking about comes into play. And that is what really defines your success or failure, or when you see that finish line, that is the very best feeling. But it all comes down to how bad you want it also. So it of course requires a lot of sacrifices. Like I wake up at 5 a.m. every day, because if I don't wake up, then I have to complete my training in a very trafficy environment. And for that, I have to sleep at 9 p.m. So of course, I have to sacrifice on, maybe my friends are going out somewhere, going for dinner, watching movies. But at the end of the day, it is all worth it. So, and it is worth it only if you want it bad enough. So yeah, this is the thing that I wanted everyone to know, and this is the thing that got me through that finish line.
I think you just nailed it. Ki, one, it has to become a priority. Two, you have to really, be committed towards your own health and your own fitness. And I can so resonate with that. I am completely like you, so I can very, very much, resonate with this. Now, Nupuur, tell me, coming in lockdown, so many people have not had the access of going out, or gyms have been closed. So for men, women, especially for women also, now both husband and wife have been working from home. So there's just been so much of, I guess, pressure, COVID, people falling, ill around us all the time. What do you suggest that in this, lockdown for both men and, women? And we understand that for men, fitness is different. And I'm sure you will highlight later that how fitness, for women is different. But what sort of a lifestyle would you recommend in terms of a fitness regimen for in period, especially?
True. So let's start with men, because the women is going to be much more deeper and much more elaborate. So for men, the highest pressure I think is work from home, because what all these multinational companies are doing कि ठीक है अभी आप घर पर बैठे हो तो so you don't have to go out anywhere, right? So you're at home, so you better be working. And that's what I have experienced with so many of my friends also, who are who have these jobs, who are working from home. They are telling me that when they were going to office, it was actually better because they were working less or they were working 9 to 5, to be honest. पण आता सगळं घरी असल्यामुळे 9 to 9, 9 to 10, there is no time limit to work. So that is one of the, I think it is a hampering process, the work from home, which will, if not taken care of in the right way, it can hamper your fitness because then you won't have time to work out. It will hamper your food habits because again, there is no schedule per se. It can also hamper your family time because of course, even though you're in the house with them, you're not really present, mentally, or you're just physically there. So things you can do to bring out the best out of this situation is, first of all, dedicate a time for your fitness, because I believe if you're not healthy, if you're not fit, that is the end of it. You won't have your work, you won't have your job, you won't have your work from home. So matlab, just think about it. If you are sick or if you're ill, will you be able to work? Will you be able to open your laptop? Suppose, for example, God forbid, if someone gets COVID, you are not able to do that work from home. So why not take care of your immunity first? Set a time for your, fitness routine, food routine, and then of course, then work is work, it keeps happening. But if you don't take care of your body, then I think everything else falls apart. And that is the first and the most important point. Secondly, like I told you, set a routine. So you don't have to do anything outrageous or too overwhelming. Just wake up half an hour early. In that, what you can do is just, start meditating, do some home workouts. There is so much on YouTube that I'm actually shocked to see people are, actually helping other people by putting these home workout videos. So choose anything that you can do. I'm not asking you to do burpees or, something complicated. Whatever you can do, just go for a walk. Simple walk will also do, but you have to do something, because if you have a routine for yourself, what will happen, your kids are also going to be seeing all this. And you can also, so every parent is like a role model to their kid. So if the kids are watching this, ki acha, now he's doing this on the daily, so the good habits are also inculcated in the kids. So parents also, not just the fathers but also mothers, should have this set routine for themselves so that their kids learn from them, because kids are such quick learners, we all know. And this is a very good thing to have this me time, where you either meditate, you either do some exercises, but you should have a balance of both. So not just meditation or not just exercises, because meditation will of course help you to calm your mind down. Whatever if you have some stress from work, it will just give you a good start to the day. And as far as fitness is concerned, exercise is concerned, it is no hidden fact that exercise increases immunity. So do whatever is possible for you. So, and you are the best person to choose those exercises. So make sure it is just like half an hour, 40 minutes. It's not even 2% of your day, to be honest. And I think we all deserve it more than anything in these COVID times. So these can be done. And coming to women, it is a very complicated area, because I think Indian women, specifically I am mentioning, because we have this habit of catering to our husbands, in-laws and children first, and then jo bhi bach jayega wo hamara. So this is very wrong, because as the woman of the house, you have to take, like I explained how men have to take care of themselves. If there is no health, there is no work. Same goes for women, but on such a wide aspect, because if you are not healthy, if you are sick, who will take care of your kids? Who will take care of your husbands? Who will take care of your in-laws? And then everything falls apart. So I think the woman of the house should prioritize her health, her fitness, and the me time is a non-negotiable thing for women. No matter what, you should be having at least 30-40 minutes to yourself. No matter, you don't have to do it early in the morning. You don't have to wake up early in the morning for that. Do it when your husband is working. Do it when your kids are sleeping, you know, but it is non-negotiable, I think. And what you can do in this meantime, me time, meditate or have some home workouts ready, or do yoga, surya namaskar, whatever is possible again. Or you can also practice a hobby, read a book, but just do it just with yourself. So aisa nahi hai ki you're feeding your kid and then read, it will not mean anything. But I think in these times specifically, it is a must and everyone should do it.
I think there's a one very beautiful quote that I read, that is, movement is medicine. So that itself, exercise and being able to move. And as you said, काही खूप complicated करायची गरज नसते. But it's a dedicated time that you are able to offer. आणि मला वाटतं सगळ्या all the women also की kitchen work doesn't mean exercise. That is not. A lot of times I hear this. मी दिवसभरच घरामध्ये काम करत असते. And that is not what work is. What your time exercise time. You really have to स्वतःसाठी तो वेळ carve out करून, and it's important for your own journey as well, your
Yes.
own growth. It's not just always about when you take care of yourself, there are different ways, as you said, that we can take care. When it comes to food, Nupuur, I'm sure you have, since you're a nutritionist, and again, many of our Indian kitchen has so much. I think more than any other Western kitchen, we have everything, all right from the protein in our pulses and आपल्या उसळीमध्ये and everything. But I would like you to just clear key to be able to really have that balanced diet and nutrition for women, men, children. What is that? The food guidelines that you can give, key this should be a part of your diet always, no matter what.
So I want everyone to simplify their daily diet. And the word diet doesn't mean, that you're not eating or eating these healthy food, that fat free, this free, sugar free. Diet means what you're consuming on the daily, basically. But there is so much misinformation, so much misconceptions, specifically due to these brands that come up with diet food, fat free, sugar free. And आपण त्याच्यात वाहवत जातो because the advertisement is so pleasing, and they will show like a thin model, or someone like we want to be that someone. So they also know what the audience wants. And I just want to tell everyone here की फॅट फ्री असं काहीच नसतं. म्हणजे इट इज सो अनहेल्दी वॉट एव्हर द स्नॅक्स दॅट युअर इटिंग, थिंकिंग दॅट अरे हे फॅट फ्री आहे, याने माझं वजन नाही वाढणार. ॲब्सोल्युटली फॉल्स. अँड इवन फॉर शुगर फ्री प्रोडक्ट्स, the substances that is used in making that product sugar free, the sugar alcohols or whatever they use, basically it will increase your craving for junk food or for sugar in general. So nobody knows about this, but everybody wants to eat. So all this food, I think nobody should have in their houses, especially with kids. Snacking is changed so much. When I was a kid, as a snack, I used to eat fruits or ऊस असायचा. तर ऊस ते पण कापून नाही असं दाताने. And yeah, so all these things, I think nowadays kids just want to open packets, and it is very unhealthy, specifically for kids, growing kids. So all packeted food, nothing is good. So this thing should be out first. Sugar free, fat free, packet snacks, जे काही. And काय असायला पाहिजे. So people have, I don't know from where they have read it. I mean, of course, there's so much information in Google, किंवा हे खूप काही आहे वाचायला. But carbs are bad, and I am shocked to so for example, when a new client joins and I send them the diet, some of them will call me up ki ma'am, this is not fat loss diet. Then I say, why? No, you have included rice, dal and ghee in it. So I said, who said rice, dal, ghee is not for fat loss? So then they are like, acha abhi kya bolenge, because now the nutritionist is only telling us. So आई एम लाइक कहाँ से आपको ये इंफॉर्मेशन मिला कि ये फैट लॉस के लिए नहीं है? नहीं, वो कार्बोहाइड्रेट और घी में तो फैट होता है. देन आई एम लाइक जस्ट फॉलो द डाइट. देन आफ्टर 1 week 10 days when they lose weight, they're like अच्छा, they are so happy. So why I'm telling this, giving this example is, most of us have this made this notion कि कार्बोहायड्रेट स्पेसिफिकली राईस इज बॅड. राईसने पोट वाढतं, भात खाल्ल्याने पोट वाढतं, असं काहीच नाहीये. राईस इज जस्ट लाईक एनी अदर फूड इज अ कार्बोहायड्रेट, आणि कार्बोहायड्रेट्सने वजन वाढत नाही. सो if you're trying to lose weight especially, and you're trying to avoid carbs, my suggestion is you should be having more carbs to lose weight, not less carbs. And when it comes to COVID, the number one thing you should be having is balanced diet. The balanced diet म्हणजे काय? Carbohydrate, protein, fiber and micronutrients. The micronutrients I am sure आपण सगळे घेत आहोत. व्हिटॅमिन सी आहे, झिंक आहे, मल्टीव्हिटॅमिन्स आहे. So there's so much when it comes to micronutrients. But if you're taking micronutrients and not eating a good diet, it will all fail. The micronutrients will not work. And another part of a balanced meal is fat, healthy fat. जे आपण आता आपण इंडियामध्ये आहोत, तूप is so healthy. If you go abroad, they call it clarified butter and they call it gold, because they know the importance. ते सायंटिस्ट रिसर्च करून त्याचे जे मॉलिक्युल्स असतात त्याच्यावर रिसर्च करून they know and we don't know. That is very sad to hear. पण तूप is very good for you, very good for joints, very good for digestion, very good to cut fat because it is a good fat. पण तूप कसं खायचं आहे? तुपात शिरा करून खायचा नाहीये. सो वरण भात घ्या, त्याच्यावर तूप तुम्ही टाकू शकता, किंवा फुलका आहे, भाकरी आहे, त्याच्यावर तुपात काही शिजवू नका. So this is the number one thing. Of course, like I spoke about sustainability. If you're feeling like having shira, have it. पण ते जेवणानंतर नका खाऊ. Have it as a meal in itself. So everything should be eaten at a specific time. And तुम्हाला काहीच हेल्थ रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लेम्स कधीच येणार नाही, कारण फूड इज सपोज टू बी मेडिसिन. इट इज नॉट सपोज टू वर्क अगेन्स्ट यू. बट व्हॉट पीपल डू इज कधीही काहीही खातात अँड देन फूड वर्क्स अगेन्स्ट यू. So coming back to the COVID balanced diet, carbohydrate. I will also give examples of balanced diets की तुम्ही काय बनवू शकता रोज जेवणामध्ये और ब्रेकफास्ट मध्ये. तर बॅलन्स डाएट मध्ये कार्बोहायड्रेट पाहिजे, प्रोटीन पाहिजे, फायबर ऑफकोर्स, मायक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स अँड हेल्दी फॅट. टू गिव्ह यू एन एक्झाम्पल, सपोज आता लंच टाइम होणार आहे सगळ्यांसाठी लवकरच, तर तुम्ही चपाती घ्या, भाजी घ्या, ते फायबर झालं. भाजीमध्ये जर तुम्ही स्प्राउट्स घेतले तर दॅट इज प्रोटीन. जर वरण आहे तर दॅट इज प्रोटीन. इफ यू आर अ नॉन व्हेजिटेरियन, अंडी आहेत, चिकन आहे, फिश आहे, all these meat and eggs, it comes under protein. And you can also get protein with paneer for vegetarians, and sprouts, dals. So whatever हे जे कडधान्य असतात त्यांना मोड आले की ते प्रोटीन होतं. And it is the best form because it is a complex carbohydrate. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये कार्बोहायड्रेट, फायबर अँड प्रोटीन असतं. सो तुम्ही मटकीची भेळ करू शकता, किंवा राजमा, छोले, ब्लॅक चना या सगळ्यांना स्प्राउट्स करून एक मिक्स्ड भेल करू शकता. अँड अनदर एक्झाम्पल, जर तुम्हाला असं वाटतं की मी राईसचं एक्झाम्पल नाही दिलं, सो हॅव राईस, हॅव वरण, त्याच्यावर थोडं तूप टाका, लोणचं, पापड. This have some dahi then to balance the protein profile. Watanyaachi usad, again to balance the protein profile. All these homemade things are what is going to get you through. आणि कोविड साठी तुम्ही जर स्पेशल काही पॅकेट मध्ये आणत असाल तर दॅट इज अ बिग नो, बिकॉज वॉट एव्हर इज इन युअर किचन इज गोइंग टू बी युज्ड फॉर कोविड. सो वन सिम्पल रूल टू फॉलो. इफ समन इज टेलिंग यू की अच्छा हे आहे, हे कोविड साठी चांगलं आहे, किचन मध्ये अवेलेबल असणार आहे नाही, तर दॅट इज नॉट गुड फॉर कोविड. अगेन वन मोर थिंग आय वॉन्ट टू एम्फसाइज ऑन आपल्या मसाल्याचा डबा. That is the best medicine, to cure anything. So हळद as we all know, turmeric is anti-inflammatory. And I'm sure most of you are having it in the morning, पाण्यात काही काढा करून किंवा काही. But one thing I want you all to know, जर तुम्ही गरम पाणीमध्ये डिरेक्टली हळद टाकत आहात तर मेक शुअर दॅट वॉटर इज व्हेरी हॉट, कारण हळदचं म्हणजे त्याला ऍक्टिव्हेट व्हायला इट नीड्स हीट. सो हळदचं जे ऍक्टिव्ह कंपोनेंट आहे त्याला म्हणतात कर्क्युमिन. अँड कर्क्युमिन इज द वन दॅट गिव्स अस दॅट अँटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी प्रॉपर्टीज. तर कर्क्युमिनला ऍक्टिव्हेट व्हायला हीट लागते. तर तुम्ही ते बॉईल करा किंवा एकदम गरम पाण्यात टाका, but don't have it in lukewarm water, otherwise it will not be activated. And again, jeera, if you have some stomach or gastric issues, jeera pani works wonderfully. So masalacha dabba in itself is, you know, another very good package for COVID healing or, you know, COVID protection. So he je immunity च्या नावाखाली, you know, so many brands have come up with this shot, that shot, you know, everything can be made at home. तुम्हाला असं स्पेसिफिकली तिथूनच घ्यायची गरज नाही. यू कॅन मेक जिंजर शॉट्स, अद्रक किंवा ओळी हळद असते, त्याला आणि जिंजरला मिक्स करून तुम्ही हे घेऊ शकता. व्हीट ग्रास इज अ व्हेरी गुड इम्युनिटी बूस्टिंग फूड. सो दॅट ते तर आपण घरात करू शकतो. एक छोटासा पॉट घ्यायचा, त्याच्यामध्ये गहू थोडेसे टाकायचे, मग त्याला छोटे छोटे हे आलेत, स्प्राउटेड लीव्स आलेत, तर त्याचं ज्यूस बनवून यू कॅन हॅव. इट इज व्हेरी गुड फॉर, यु नो, डायजेशन, इम्युनिटी, एव्हरीथिंग. So all I want to say is immunity food or COVID food is also very, very simple. Don't look here and there. Just go in your kitchen, have balanced meals. Make sure whatever I have just told you, you're including it on a daily basis. Because again, I'll tell you what happens. Fat diets, ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही वेट लॉस साठी कार्ब्स बंद करून टाकतात टोटली, तर तुमचं वजन तर कमी होणार, अजून काय काय कमी होणार ते पण सांगते. युअर इम्युनिटी इज द फर्स्ट वन टू गो आउट ऑफ द विंडो. So if you notice, there are people who are like very thin and, you know, they look fit, पण काही ना काही होत असतं. पायाला लागलं तर बोन म्हणजे काही अँकल ट्विस्ट होतो, थोडं काही लागलं तर अँकल ट्विस्ट होतो, सर्दी होत असते, किंवा काही झालं तर डोकं दुखतं. यु नो, दीज आर साइन्स ऑफ लो इम्युनिटी. And why these happen is because your food is not on point and your diet is not on point. So if you want to become thin at the expense of your health, I think it is not a very good idea. And especially in these times when the immunity, your immunity, instead of strengthening it, you're trying to pull it down. I don't think it is going to work in your favor. So I think, yeah, to finish it with one sentence, don't buy packeted products, and especially as snacks for kids, and include balanced meals, home cooked meals for your daily immunity boosting.
I think you busted some important myths over here. की मिठाई खायला घेतलं आणि तिथे जर का ही मिठाई शुगर फ्री आहे किंवा हे आईस्क्रीम शुगर फ्री आहे, तर ते आपण जास्त खाऊ शकतो असं नाही. किंवा इतके सारे स्नॅक्स ते ऍज यू बरोबर ऍज यू राईटली सेड, फॅट फ्री, एअर फ्राईड, आय मीन त्याच्यामध्ये एक गोष्ट नसली पण त्याला मग टेस्टी करायला अजून दुसऱ्या 10 गोष्टी असतात विच कॅन बी harmful to us. And I would just like to, just take it one step ahead and say की हे सगळे स्नॅक्स करायला पण तुम्ही आठवड्याचं जर का प्लॅनिंग केली, इफ यू मेक अ कॅलेंडर, इफ यू जस्ट प्लॅन लिटल बिट इन ऍडव्हान्स, then you're able to put all of this into that schedule and calendar. आणि मग वेळेवरती आता काय करू, आता बाहेरनच मागवावं लागेल, ही धावपळ पण थोडी कमी होते. वन ऑफ माय ऑलवेज ऑब्झर्वेशन्स इज की भातासाठी इतका रेझिस्टन्स असतो. आय डोंट नो हाऊ राईस ईटिंग नेशन्स आर सर्वायव्हिंग. म्हणजे जपान, चायना हे सगळे भातावरतीच आहेत. सो टेक्निकली दे शुड हॅव प्रॉबब्ली बीन द फॅटेस्ट फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ अस, बट दे आर नॉट. सो भात हे असू शकत नाही, वन ऑफ द रिझन्स फॉर यू टू पुट ऑन वेट. बट हाऊ वी ईट दॅट राईस प्रॉबब्ली, what are we mixing with it, and you just put some very simple, very simply you put it across. कुठेही बाहेर जाऊन एक्स्ट्रा नाही, you just have to be more aware and well organized with what your kitchen already has. नुपूर, तू वॅक्सिन डाएट बद्दल सुद्धा बोलतेस की आता वॅक्सिनेशनने सुद्धा खूप लोकांना 2-3 दिवस ताप येतो किंवा दे हॅव बॉडी एक, आणि खूपदा आय हॅव ऑल्सो सीन की नी पेन और काही ऑलरेडी काही जॉईंट पेन वगैरे काही असेल तर ते कदाचित जास्त लांबलं सुद्धा जातं. सो व्हॉट यू ऑल्सो सजेस्ट when you talk about say like a vaccine diet, what does that mean? त्याच्यामध्ये काय येतं?
So vaccine, first let me explain what is a vaccine. Vaccine is nothing but live cultures of some other bacteria or virus that go in your body to increase basically your fighter cells in the body. So te पण एक light or it is a light virus only, but it is not that active or that aggravated. But it is just active enough to increase your fighter cells. So basically it is a mild infection. And many people are facing joint pain, fever, chills, सर्दी, खोकला होतो बऱ्याच लोकांना. तर ते अवॉइड करण्यासाठी किंवा झाला जरी तुम्हाला खोकला किंवा सर्दी झाली आफ्टर वॅक्सिनेशन, ताप आला तर काय करायचं? सी इन दिस स्टेट युअर बॉडी नीड्स समथिंग दॅट इज बिकॉज बॉडी इज वर्किंग टू फाईट दोज cells which have been introduced through the vaccine. तर त्याच्यामध्ये जर तुम्ही बॉडीला जर एक्स्ट्रा काम करायला लावलं म्हणजे जास्त हेवी फूड खाल्ले तर बॉडीची एनर्जी डाऊन होणार अजून जास्त. सो बेस्ट थिंग इज टू अगेन ईट इझिली डायजेस्टेबल फूड्स. तर काय करायचं, अगेन वरण भात, अँड नो इट विल नॉट कॉज वेट गेन, सो डोंट वरी. वरण भात किंवा खिचडी, खिचडीमध्ये यू कॅन ऍड पीज, यू कॅन ऍड भाज्या, बीन्स, जे काही वॉट एव्हर इज अवेलेबल. हे नाहीये की याच भाज्या किंवा हेच. So add vegetables to your khichdi and have it with ghee and have it with dahi, because dahi being a probiotic, it will actually help you more in this state. And another thing you can do is sakari. Just boil a cup of or a glass of water, add some turmeric to it, आणि त्याच्यात you can put काळी मिरी or लवंग or तुळशीची पानं. And when you have this काढा, जेव्हा ते रिड्यूस होऊन जाईल टू मे बी 1 कप, जस्ट त्याच्यामध्ये एक लिंबू पिळून यू कॅन हॅव दिस. सो लेमन हॅज ऑल्सो व्हेरी गुड, इट इज अ व्हेरी गुड immunity booster along with haldi and all the things that I just mentioned. So this can be before the vaccine and after, 2 days before, 2 days after. And so avoid wheat, avoid heavy carbohydrate basically, म्हणजे जे आपल्याला डायजेस्ट व्हायला खूप वेळ लागतो व्हीटला ऍज कम्पेअर टू राईस. आय एम नॉट सेइंग व्हीट इज बॅड, बट इन दिस स्टेट ओनली. And make sure you're having this diet for 2-3 days. आणि don't starve yourself. जर भूक नसेल तरीही खा. Fruits घ्या. Fruits is again very easily digestible, fast absorbing carbs. And banana is the best because banana has so many electrolytes. And banana has a lot of potassium, along with being a very filling snack. I always recommend oranges. You can have fruits, you can have khichdi, and because you're going ads, and maybe depending on how you're feeling for the couple of next few days, don't exercise, because again, like I said, your body is doing something to increase your immunity with the help of the vaccine. Don't make it exert more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I just lost you here for a bit.
Okay.
It was very interesting information also. आता आपण जे सगळं वाचतोय की आता with the third wave of COVID coming, and everybody's like little geared up and prepared for that, and it might be more for children. So as you had also said earlier, ki already give your children the habit of not eating packaged foods. So what would you now suggest? Ki now that everybody's speaking about the third wave is the next thing that's on everybody's mind. Will the same diet also should we look at the same diet as a way of prevention? And if you're looking at now children's health as well, what would you suggest that that families also make sure that the children are eating right to be able to have a stronger immunity in case they get affected in this wave?
Yes, so definitely the same diet which I just explained works, because as I told, as I've said before, that it's all about immunity and a balanced diet, and with in combination with exercise, you will have bulletproof immunity with that. And I am speaking out of experience, because I have, like, my entire family had COVID. I have met so many people who are COVID positive, which I later came to know. And I traveled to Dubai also for my Ironman. And I've done a lot of traveling in the past couple of months, but touch wood, my immunity, because I, as a nutritionist, of course, take some extra care through my food to bulletproof that. But it's all because of food and exercise. And touch wood, even though my family was having COVID, I was saved. And I thank my immunity for it. Nothing else works, no matter how many pills you pop or whatever it is. It's, at the end of the day, it is food in combination with exercise. And this combination, if you want to save yourselves from the third wave, if you're an adult, of course, this combination, you don't just have to do it कि चलो अभी third wave आ रहा है कर लेते हैं. No, make it a habit. एक दिन में your immunity is not going to be built. So make sure you're doing it over and over every day again for a longer sustainable period of time. So therefore choose your exercise also in a very sustainable way. Make sure that if you're not able to go to the gym, because again gyms will close, so exercise band ho jayega. So make sure you start going for a walk. All you need is shoes, and you just need to step out. And it is the best form of de-stressing also, I feel, walking in open air. So you can do these things for kids, because now that they're saying it's the third wave is going to hit kids as well very badly. There is a special diet for kids, of course, because some kids can be fussy eaters. So in fact, I keep posting a lot of recipes on Instagram, my Insta handle, so that all the mothers and parents who can actually get to inculcate those vegetables in their diet, because vegetables go a long way for growing kids. Also protein. So if you're a vegetarian, make sure your kid is having a lot of sprouts, or directly to koi bacha khayega nahi sprouts. So that's how on Instagram, I've made very interesting recipes, pasta, or some pasta sauce which you can use in so many ways. And if you're a non-vegetarian, then of course eggs, chicken, you can do so much with that. Non-vegetarians, the list is endless. And do not rely on protein powders for your children. Horlicks, Bonvita, no matter how much they say it's for kids, it's good for kids, please don't do that. अगर है घर में, so it's अगर है घर में तो it's fine, but natural food जो है उसके साथ वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट आप कर रहे हो तो ठीक है, बट डोंट रिलाई ऑन दीज ड्रिंक्स, द प्रोटीन, हॉर्लिक्स, बॉर्नवीटा या जो भी है. इट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू, बट ओनली if the food combination is that apt. So make sure you're including vegetables. Again, carbs. Growing children needs a lot of carbohydrate. So carbohydrate, vegetables, and protein. And for snack also, make sure you include a lot of fruits for children, because fruits not only provide them with energy but a lot of micronutrients. And I think many brands now have come up with vitamins and multivitamins for kids as well, which will be easily absorbable by their body. So many brands have that variant, so you can check those out and get them some vitamin C, some multivitamin. I think I saw somewhere on those in the gummy form, specially made for children, so that children also have it, thinking of it as candy. So you can use these tricks if your kids are fussy eaters. And of course, wearing a mask and sanitizing, that is the number one rule for being protected. And since kids cannot, or should not exercise that heavily, if you're going for a walk, just take your kids along. It will benefit them as well. Plus, as I had spoken earlier, if you're making a routine for yourself and if your kids are watching you, it can also be like a family time activity for all of y'all, where you're, bonding, plus, it's a very good experience for you. So many of my clients have started doing it. They take their kids along for short walks, and they can talk in that time, because there are no devices, no phones, no laptops, so it's one-on-one time for them as well. So I think, yeah, that these all things will definitely help you.
Absolutely. And as you initially said, we have to be the role models. So many
Yeah.
things people learn by observing us rather than
Yes.
verbally teaching them. We'll just go
Totally.
towards the questions, and you've actually covered many things. But there are some questions where people are asking, if you're very overweight and then you are asked to jog and to walk, आणि मग त्याच्याने गुडघे दुखायला लागतात. So ज्यांचं वजन जास्ती असतं आणि खूप चालणं किंवा खूप जॉगिंग शक्य नसतं, किंवा त्यांनी जेव्हा गुडघे दुखायला लागतात तेव्हा मग काय असं सजेस्ट म्हणजे तू करशील फॉर एक्सरसाइज?
So yeah, I totally understand the question. So the first thing, गुडघे दुखतायत म्हणजे of course weight जास्त असल्यामुळेच दुखत असतील. But take a calcium supplement and make sure you're having a high protein diet. High protein मध्ये काय होणार? Your muscles become stronger with a high protein diet. So even if you have a higher weight, your muscle strength will be more. त्याने काय होतं, the weight of the body during exercise, the muscles वर येतं and not on joints. So this is my number one strategy for, I have a lot of clients who are like, very obese, 100 plus weight, 120, 130 weight. So I use this strategy with them. The diet is of course high protein. आता मी खूप सारे protein sources discuss केलेले आहेत. Whichever is suitable for you, you can choose those. And along with a balanced diet, of course, असं नाही की high protein म्हटले तर फक्त प्रोटीनच खात जायचंय. You have to mix it with your carbs and fiber and fat and all, because again, it's all interrelated. The fat नहीं खाल्लं तर protein metabolize, carb metabolize, it all gets affected, in short. And I can totally understand, because I have been there. I was 90 kgs and मला माझी आई जिमला पाठवायची, and I used to hate it. So she got me a trainer, and the trainer also he used to tell me do this, do that, and I used to be like, but the same exercises, if you tell me now, they are my favorite. So I know mentally, how it feels when you're overweight. So coming from there, I'm giving you this advice. Don't join anything that is too overwhelming, like gym. तर जिम जॉईन न करता वॉकिंग केलं पाहिजे. Don't even run. If you're too obese, do not run. It is only going to do you harm. Walking, how you're going to walk? You're not going to brisk walk. You're going to set a speed. See how comfortable you are. If you're too comfortable, just increase your speed a little. And one trick for you guys, if you start experiencing knee pain, say about at 10-15 minutes, you stop then and there. You continue your 15-minute walk for say 10 days, and on the 11th day you walk for 17 minutes. तर एकदम हळू वाढवायचं आहे. आपल्याला घाई नाहीये. We don't have to go anywhere, right? We are not in a marathon or not in a race. So your walking pace, please increase it very slowly, because we don't want any injuries, right? We want it to be a pleasant experience and a very memorable one at that. So coming from a person who was obese in the past, take this advice. It is 100% definitely going to work for you. And yeah, I think that is the advice from me.
And also what you had said, this will also make the exercise sustainable. म्हणजे खूप लवकर खूप जास्त अचीव करतात, देन फटीग कम्स इन सो मच, और देयर इज सो मच ऑफ पेन की पुढचे 10 दिवस त्याच्यातच जातात. So sustainable way of doing things.
Correct. So sustainable, like I want to add one point to this. Whenever my clients join my diet program, they खूप pumped up असतात की oh, I am starting a diet now. So they say, ma'am, मैं gym भी join करूँगा, या मैं Tabata join करूँगा, या ये वो. I'm like, hold your horses. I ask them one question. Can you see yourself for the next 10 years if you want to join gym? See, imagine yourself कि 10 साल continuously मैं gym कर रहा हूँ. आपका आंसर क्या आ रहा है, हाँ या ना? अगर आंसर ना आ रहा है तो join ही मत करो. Because what happens when you join gym, you will see the result. And if you're not going to continue it, then you will your result, it is going to be a very bad experience, because you might gain the weight back. And what will happen is, in your mind you will think that, acha, this diet didn't work for me, these exercises didn't work for me. So many people, I hear so many things about gym की gym जाने से weight तो कम हो जाता है, but जब हम gym stop कर देते हैं ना तो weight बढ़ जाता है. वो gym की वजह से नहीं होता है. आप जब gym जाते हो, आप क्या डाइट ले रहे हो, और आप उतना ही डाइट अगर जिम नहीं जाओगे तब लोगे, तो ऑब्वियसली इट इज अ प्लस माइनस साइंस. आई मीन, of course it goes beyond plus minus, but don't blame the gym when you can achieve the same goal with just walking. Walking is sustainable no matter your age, no matter where you're, even if you're shifting to a new city, or even if you don't have, the gyms are closed now, see, because of the lockdown. Walking to aap kar hi sakte ho, no matter what. All you need is shoes, like I've said before. So diet to sustainable hota hai, that is understood, but make sure your exercise is also sustainable. Walking bhi agar aapko nahi aap kar pa rahe ho, home workouts karo, watch YouTube, there is so much. So this is also one of my number one advices, just to elaborate on the point that you were saying. Exercise should also be sustainable.
Absolutely. We have Akshay who's asking us whether we should be having whey protein at all.
Okay, so whey protein again is for people who are working out in the gym or doing very strenuous exercises for 5 to 6 days a week. So I will explain you a scenario where you should be having whey protein and should not be having whey protein. So suppose you are on your weight loss journey and you are walking 6 days a week. So 1 day is rest day. Rest day sub nahi lena chahiye, whether you're gaining weight, losing weight, not doing anything related to weight. 1 day is rest day for exercises. This is a basic rule. And so 6 days a week agar aap walk kar rahe ho, like I said in the previous example, to lose weight, then, and if you have enough protein in your diet, so say suppose if you're a non-vegetarian, and or even if you're a vegetarian but you're taking care of protein in your diet, you don't need a whey protein. But when would you need a whey protein? Suppose you're a vegetarian and you're just killing it in the gym for 6 days a week, 1 hour weight training every day for 6 days, then definitely as a vegetarian, no matter how much protein you eat, you are going to be deficient. And what will happen if you're deficient in protein? Hair fall, leg aching, back aching, फिर कोई भी ऐसा पेन शुरू हो जाता है, that is a sign कि you are not having enough protein. Because